We're good. Thanks for coming on tonight.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. It's been a long time. I've been kind of hiding myself.
You have been. You've been very MIA on social media. So, at
Yeah,
times,
yeah, I
not
know.
lately, but at times.
Yes, I know.
Benny Bloss is in studio here with me, by the way. So,
Oh yeah, I was watching and checking the
okay.
live chat.
Say, did you race this past weekend? Are you racing that series that Dino did and Brees did?
No, no, I did not. No, I
Okay.
did not race that arena cross race, but it was in a pretty cool spot. But and the track builders are really good, so
Uh huh.
it was a nice race. I
Okay.
watched it. I
Yep.
wish I was there, but yeah, I don't know. I'm living life right now.
Yeah, let's go back a little bit. Obviously, you had the star ride. You left club. You got the star ride. I heard you were flying early in the test track, and everything was going. We know you had a great year last year, and then, dude, your arms and shoulder, hand, nerve, whatever's going on, got worse, and you just couldn't race. Let's start with this. You're riding Designations for Brazil. You're racing a little bit. Are you better? Are you 100%? Where are you at physically, Enzo?
To be honest, to this day, I'm not 100% sure what my issue is.
Yep.
I feel like kind of like AC. You have something that you don't really know the answer for.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not 100%. But yeah, I'm doing motocross of nations for Brazil, which is nice. I've been riding outdoors here, but yeah, I haven't ridden Supercross since I left Star, and the dynamics of Supercross is so much different. So I was having such a hard time riding, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'll never forget. I did the procedure on November 3rd,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's crazy. People don't realize how bad it was. Like I couldn't even move my index finger for a while, like my thumb. It was really sketchy.
So you had the lingering problem that you had at club, and then you went to go get it fixed before the season at Star, and that made it worse. Is that kind of where I'm at? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, so let's go back to that. Like people are saying that keep saying that I burned a bridge there, but I believe 9 out of 10 people would have done the same that I did.
Yes, I
Go
absolutely
to
agree.
Star.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, because I wanna, that was my dream growing up. But anyways, yeah. So I got there, and like you said, I felt like I was flying the test track. But some days I would struggle a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
then me, Swanee, and even Bobby, we were talking, and we are like, dude, we don't want to have like any issues at all. We want you to do good, and so like I was on the same game plan, of
Mm-hmm.
course.
Yeah.
You don't, because yeah, I mean, of course you want to win. So then we decided to do this procedure, which was pretty simple. Even like Smeedy and some other guys did it. It
Mm-hmm.
was like super quick fix. It's like basically Botox
Okay.
on your arm.
Yeah.
And so the plan was there. Like I said, I did November 3rd, and then I was probably gonna do still West Coast, because it would take me like 2 weeks to recover,
Yeah.
and then I'll still be fine because I was super ready because I don't need that much time to be ready for the season.
Right.
I feel like I get going pretty quick, but yeah, I mean, I did the procedure. I went to Wyoming, and then like 3 days after, or when it hit me, like, dude, it was really bad. I was really scared. Like I said, I couldn't move my
Yeah.
index finger, the tip of my thumb, my middle finger wasn't working properly, and then the doctor said, yeah, for 2 weeks you feel like some fatigue and like
Uh-huh.
not much of strength. But then it kept going, and it kept coming closer to the season, and like
Yeah.
I couldn't ride. My hands were falling off the bars, and then of course I missed the West Coast start. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I have time for East Coast. But then it started to come in to to get close to
Yeah.
East Coast,
Yeah.
and then of course I lost that, and I went from being like the best case scenario, going to Star to like the a nightmare. So yeah,
Oh.
it's been definitely
So
tough. I've been through some really dark
I
times.
bet.
Like I would I think I started riding like 4 weeks after, but I could barely hang on to the bike. And then 8 weeks after I was riding Supercross, but it was like just
I
miserable. Like I could do like 3 laps and my hands in the whoops were like trying to like almost falling off the bars. But you're at Star, so like you just
they're yelling at you. Yes. Yeah.
you, not yelling at you, but
Yeah.
you want to show him like
Right.
you like your grit, kind of. So it was tough, and like even with my hand like that, I felt like I had somewhat of a speed. So Yeah, it was a
Oh,
tough deal. Like I would leave the track basically in tears because I'm super emotional like every day just because I,
oh,
I I couldn't believe. I
yeah, yeah.
honestly, yeah.
You shook my hand at Daytona, and you tried to grab show me your strength. You had none. You were like, "Here, I'm trying to grab your hand," and like you had no strength in Daytona.
Yeah, I still struggle really bad, like I said, with my index finger and my
Mm-hmm.
middle finger. Like sometimes you come into a corner and like you have this like edgy bumps that come out of nowhere and
Yeah.
like the bike reacts certain way, like my hand will like move, like almost fall off the bars. That's super sketchy. But
Oh,
I'm just I'm getting used to it in outdoors, but supercross, I
so
don't know.
outdoors are better. You can struggle through it a
I
little
mean,
bit.
because of
Yeah.
course in outdoors you don't. The front brake is a problem for me, kind of. So like you don't really use your front brake as much as you do in
Uh
supercross,
huh.
and like the suspension wise is not that stiff, so you can get through it. So
So did the doctor screwed this up, or is this have you done any? Is this a reaction that some people have? Did the doctor do something wrong? Because that happens sometimes. Benny, you've been there as a doctor. Make mistakes just like all of us. Do we know why it got worse, Enzo?
to be honest, like I said in the beginning, even like the doctor have no idea, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I've done plenty of MRIs ever
Yep.
since to
Okay.
see what was going on. Like, but everything seems okay, but like my strength is not. But yeah, the doctor he even told me like I was having mental issues that I did not want to race, so that got me messed up too. Like, dude, I got in the best team ever.
Yeah.
Like, I literally achieved my dream,
Yes.
and then like now you're gonna tell me like I don't want to race. Like that's not
Yeah.
ideal. So I've been,
Oh.
and then like after some time, even you start to believing that because like, dude, because you've searched for some answers that you can't get. Like I said, even like AC. So it's tough. It was really
Oh.
hard.
So have the Star guys said, "Hey, if you get back, if you can do Supercross, we'll give you a shot"? Or they just what's been the communication like from Star to you?
There hasn't been much communication the
Okay.
last few months, to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
honest. But they were like through it all of it, they were super cool to me.
Uh huh.
Like
Okay.
people would like before getting into Star, people like tell me like how scared they were, but they were super nice. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
even Bobby, they understood the situation, and they said if I ever want to go back, doors are open. So we'll see. Like right now, I don't know. Like I said, I'm
Yep.
actually got my some Supercross settings here, and I got a track that I want to try and ride, see how it feels. But because Supercross is hard enough when you're 100%. So
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Is
All.
this
Yeah.
both hands or just the right hand?
no, just my right hand, just my right hand.
Wow.
So like I've been having issues for quite some time and I could never figure out the reason
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
I would just get some like kind of like arm pump, but like not an actual arm pump. It was like closer to my wrist, which was super weird.
Yeah. It's yeah. I mean, like yeah, you had the shoulder. You had like a thing open up in your shoulder last year. You had arm pump surgery, I think, right at one point. Like you've tried. This go back to
Yeah,
club days. You've
yeah, I
tried
had
so much. Yeah.
yeah, I've had carpal tunnel surgery too, and then I've had this Botox. Yeah, I've been everywhere,
Wow.
really.
Got a feel for Enzo, everybody. Like you said,
Dude, yeah.
the dream of your star ride, and then this.
I mean, I was just so close, to getting like a podium or a win or like even fight for a championship, and then to see it all gone, it's tough. And then like to see everyone on the team doing so good, and you have the speed because you've been riding with them. It's
Mm-hmm.
tough.
Do you So you're riding in Brazil? You're racing in Brazil for a team, or you've got something going on?
No, no, no. So
Oh.
basically, I did one race.
Oh.
I did a
Okay. That's
one
it.
race
All right.
like a few months ago, which was on a festival here, which was super nice.
Mm-hmm.
And like I needed that because I hadn't raced in like a year. So it was super cool to race here again. Like the atmosphere of the fans, it was unbelievable.
That's
And
cool.
then
Yeah.
now like now I just been riding and then I'm riding on the 450 now for this nations. So we'll see how that goes. And then
Oh.
yeah, I mean, we'll see. There's World Supercross too. Like people have been calling, but like I said, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, it's dangerous, right? It's got to be dangerous. You don't want to get hurt if you can't.
Yeah, yeah. It
Right.
there is that part too. Yeah, it's tough.
Oh man, Enzo Lopes here on the Pulp Mech Show, brought to you by the folks at Ogio. OGIO Power Sports. Pulp 15 is the code to save with OGIO. Carry-on bags, backpacks, rig bags, 9800s, all of that. Use the code and save with OGIO. Enzo Lopes. Wow, we got a lot of listeners from Brazil right now that are listening on our YouTube too. Enzo, as always, Brazil is behind you as always. So
Yeah, I bet.
how did the Diz Nations come about? Just they like you feel like you can ride at that level. You feel like you're all right for that. You were obviously picked for the team.
I mean, yeah. Like I
Yep.
said, I did that race here, but I did on the 250. But yeah, I feel like my speed's still good, and my style suits the 450. So we'll see how that goes. And
Yep.
yeah, the championship, like the riders here, are like actually really good in the championship, the national here. People don't realize that. Like even like Harry Kula's races here,
Yeah.
and he gets like he wins sometimes, but sometimes he's like top 3, top 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I texted you, because I wanted to do some nationals there in America to see how it would go on a 450.
Yeah.
How my speed would be. But yeah, the opportunity never came about because it's so hard, when you don't really have a team and
Yeah.
you
So
got to do your own stuff. You kind of get lost in that.
oh, yeah. I mean, I guess the one silver lining of this, Enzo, is you've always loved being home, and I can relate being I'm from Canada, and your home country is your home country, as everybody knows. I guess the one silver lining is you've been able to go back home and friends and family there.
Oh yeah. I mean, of course, yeah. That's something about me. I don't know why, but I love being home. I don't
You
know.
do, yeah.
It's because I moved away from home really early in 2015.
Uh-huh.
I moved to the US, but yeah, I mean, imagine now, like when I was at Star, like I was going through all of that alone, and yeah, they wouldn't let me come home, so it was
Yeah.
tough to go through all of that alone and not have anyone. You go to the track, you couldn't ride, and you're in tears, and you just sit in your apartment,
Sit there.
two-bedroom apartment alone. It's tough.
Yeah.
At
No,
least at home, you have other things to do and worry about, and people to see
and
and
then
hang out with.
you and Phil, you guys aren't really talking these days, right?
Well, yeah, you're good friends with Phil, but yeah, well, he ain't talking to me. It's different. He said that I quit. So
Yeah, he got
there's
lots of tension there now, so that sucks, because you guys are friends. I mean, obviously he dated your sister for a while, and we get all that, and we've had a lot of fun with you and him on the show over the years. But for real, you guys had a nice friendship going, and he helped you a lot, and you helped him, and and just strained relations. That sucks too,
No, Phil's a strange guy. I didn't do anything to him, but I mean, what can you do,
Yeah, no,
So
yeah.
he just said that I quit, and I said, okay, dude.
Yeah, he's a tough. He's a real tough love guy, that Phil. So
I mean, I honestly, I actually screenshotted the last text because I said, dude, I feel like I needed a friend. He said that I quit, and you do you. So
yeah,
there's no answer to that. So
yeah,
we'll leave it
yeah,
at that.
yeah. No, that's a fine. I appreciate you
If
answering.
he ever
answering
feels
me.
like talking to me, then I'm here. But
Yeah.
I didn't do anything on purpose to him. And yeah,
So we're
I
not.
literally beat the shit out of him.
So we're not. Like we're not retiring, right, Enzo? We're not quitting. We're like
no. I
like you're
thought
trying.
about it,
Like
but no.
right. Like if this thing gets better, you want to race in America again.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I plan to. Yes.
Right. And have you gone to a bunch of doctors, or like do you have any positive prognosis on the injury from somebody that's like, hey, this is just going to take time?
Dude, I've been literally everywhere because after I went to the doctor and got the procedure, it wasn't getting better. So I went to therapy,
Yeah.
like different types of ones. And then I went back to the doctor in Wyoming
Uh-huh.
to test it out and do other MRIs. So I did that. And then I went to New York to another doctor. And then I came back home to see my doctor, then went back to Star and didn't work. So then I came back and stayed. So that's where I've been now. But I went to my doctor here in Brazil,
Uh-huh.
and he said that I can try and do a surgery on a nerve, but there's like a 50-50 chance it will work.
Oh.
He said like, oh, we can do that and maybe it will work, maybe it will not. So I'm like, dude, I did this thing, like honestly thinking 100% would get better, and
Yeah.
it didn't. Like now you're telling me there's 50-50, so no, there is no way.
So you really don't have, no solid diagnosis from a doctor on, like, if it can get better.
No, not at all.
Right.
No.
Have you seen any improvement in the last few months, though.
I mean, from when I was at Star, I would think so.
Okay.
But like I said, I've been
Yeah.
riding outdoors,
Yep.
so it's kind of different. So we'll see. We'll see when I ride Supercross again.
Yeah. Man, I feel for you, buddy. I really do. That I feel bad for you. This is not the way it was supposed to go, and we were all
No,
excited for the
not
Star
at
Ride.
all. Not at all. I was supposed to win and then retire and come back home.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. Really feel bad for you, and I guess that's all you can do is it's just time, right?
I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah,
been long
it's
enough
just
to
I
this
know.
point that I think it will be like this forever now. But
Ugh.
I, I mean, they say if there's a will, there's a way. So we'll see. Maybe I'll find a way.
Have you been watching the American Motocross Series, or is it just you don't want to bother? It gets you too bummed out.
Like it was tough to watch Supercross. So like I didn't really catch up too much. And outdoors, I'll usually ride on Saturdays here. So
Okay.
I just watched the highlights.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch,
Oh,
man. I don't know
I
why.
bet Benny, it would be hard for. I mean,
I
Benny,
did.
when you're injured, are you watching or?
I mean, you do, but it's like he says, it's hard. Like,
Yeah, you're just.
yeah, it's not fun.
Because
You
you
don't
feel
want to
like I
watch
feel
it.
like you just keep comparing yourself and like you see where you could be and like, but you can't really do anything about that. And in my case, I haven't been racing like I don't know so long. It's just tough.
Wow. Yeah, I'm bummed for you, man. It's not an ideal way to call into the show for sure. I'm glad you're doing
No, no,
better.
no. But
Yeah.
I'm in better spirits now, so
Good.
I don't want to
Yes.
sound
Yeah.
like I'm all mad about it or super bummed. No,
Yeah.
I'm cool. It's part of it, I guess.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, you
I'm
are in
still
Brazil.
healthy somewhat,
Yeah.
so there's things to be happy about.
Yeah. It could be worse, right? It could be worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man. OGO Power Sports bringing you Enzo Lopes here on the show. Again, use the code PULT15 to save and get a roller gear bag or whatever you need from OGO. So Enzo, does Nations Matterly, and we'll take it from there, I guess. You're gonna ride a Yamaha?
Yeah, Yamaha 450. I'm not. Yeah, probably MX1.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
We'll see. We'll see. Won't be easy. That's for
No.
sure.
Yeah.
It's a terrible
It's-
situation.
I
I
mean,
feel
like,
horrible
what-
for you.
Yeah, I feel really bad for you. I really thought you could win races with Star. I was like, I don't know. I'm not calling championship, but I'm like, Enzo's going to win a race or two. And
2023 Enzo and Supercross was
yeah,
crazy good.
right.
Crazy good.
Yeah.
I know Enzo, I don't know you like at all, but I am a fan of yours. You're incredibly fast, and I am blown away about every post on Instagram that I ever see that has him involved.
Yes.
4,000 comments.
Oh, yeah.
Just the Brazil flag.
Brazil fans, man.
I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy actually, but it's awesome. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for your kind words. But yeah, last year 2023 was it was really good. I've always had the speed, but I felt like this year with the bike itself and fitness wise, it would have been yeah, like fighting for championships. I've never been on the podium, so being on the podium and
Yeah,
wins,
yeah.
I feel like that was something that was achievable. Is that how you say?
Yeah. How
So,
was the Star bike? How good was it when you got on it?
I mean, it was really good, and I'm not that picky with stuff, So they gave me the like base package, and that was it for me. I just changed the bar mounts, I think, and that was it.
Yeah.
Even like suspension wise, there was not much to it. I just kept riding,
Yeah.
but it's tough. It's tough.
Have you had any communication with any club guys at all? ClubMX guys? Any? No. Well, I don't mean Brandon,
No.
but it might be, or or mechanics, or anybody.
I mean, not really. They all
Okay.
got super mad at me.
They
they
did.
didn't understand at all.
They did,
Yeah,
and I told those guys, I'm like, every rider in the paddock would take this chance.
Everybody
Like
in the industry.
Everybody
you see,
would.
like
Yes.
yeah, like even Garrett now, he left club and
Yeah.
he went to PC and he actually did super well this weekend. So
Yep.
I mean, what can you do? Like this opportunity may never come again. So I just
No.
did it.
Yeah. No,
And like I said in the beginning, like 9 out of 10 people would have done the same. But
I think 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would have done
yeah,
it, you know?
yeah, 10 out of 10, yeah. And like it wasn't just my decision. I remember when Lucas was with me on the phone, he wanted my parents to be around to, to make the
Mm-hmm.
decision because of course it involves club and,
Yep.
other stuff. So, but yeah, it was a mutual decision. And yeah. But I mean, no,
What?
yeah, and then like you burned a bridge there, and now like you did this procedure that went wrong. So, dude, it's just a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, when things go south, they go south. What's the one thing you miss from America? Like what do you miss? Food-wise or anything or
Dude, I miss racing to be honest.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the nerves,
Yeah.
like in a supercross race when you
Yeah.
come out of the tunnel, that feeling like it's crazy. No
Yeah.
matter how many times you race, you still like get super nervous.
Yeah.
I'll never forget like when I lined up in my rookie year when I think it was a heat race. I lined up side by side with AC, and I looked at his handlebar. He had his polar watch there, and his heart rate was like 135 just sitting on the line. So that's pretty crazy. There's no feeling like it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just miss racing there.
Well, man, I feel for you, Enzo. Thank you for your time tonight. Keep in touch with me if I can help you out any way possible. I'm super bummed for you, but I will see you
No,
tomorrow at
you
Nations.
already did enough. You already did enough, and I will forever be grateful. When I had nothing, you helped me.
Oh yeah, no, I've always liked you. I always thought you were a really good kid, and you got a lot of talent on a motorcycle. That's for sure. So
Thank you.
I'm glad you're doing better mentally too, like in a better spot that way. So that's all good. And I will see you at Matterley. Yeah, I'll be there. So can't wait.
Oh, you'll be there.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll be
nice.
there. So I'll see you there, and I'm wishing for nothing but the best for you, buddy.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, thank you for your time. I truly appreciate it.
All right. See you, Enzo.
Bye.
Later. That's Enzo Lopes, everybody. Brought to you by OGO Power Sports. What do you do? Yeah.
God, I feel so bad. for
Enzo's
him.
always been a kid. He's a real sensitive kid, real emotional. You can hear it in his voice, and yeah.
That's the first time I've ever talked to him.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
Don't know him at all.
I don't know. Like, again, like just like racers and podcasters and whatever, doctors have bad days. They
Yeah.
screw things up. I don't know what happened with his case. I don't know why no one can figure this thing out. It
It's
seems
weird
odd to me,
that-
but I'm really bummed for him. Yeah.
It's weird that it's like just him. This isn't like a thing. I don't know.
I just like
But that the doctor doesn't know.
well, numerous doctors too. Like he went to a bunch.
Yeah, very.
And it's
strange.
like if you were a racer, as you know, Benny, like, hey, broken ankle, 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, cool. This is just like a bunch of shrugs, right?
it's not a good feeling.
It's not a good feeling. No. Wishing the best for Enzo Lopes. We will ask Phil about that part of the conversation when we get Mr. Nicoletti on, right? 702-586-7857 here on the Pulp Show. Garrett's on 3. What's up, Garrett?